Recording is now started. Captain, give your log.
Captain's log 4896.8. While en route to Deep Space Nine, we routed to Cardassian space. Apparently informating to the attackers of the USS Anning. And so we're en route to the Maverick's Fortune, a privately operated leisure station on the border of the Cardassian Empire, in hopes of tracking down either the pirates or one of their contacts.
Here we go. So, as
this is actually a valid question. Who is it? Karen Reese?
What?
Who is commander at Deep Space Nine?
That would be Kira.
Yeah.
Cool. But you've been rerouted. You were going to Deep Space Nine, but you've been called off to handle this other thing. And to give you a bit more specifics, Captain, you were not told how this information was gathered. It's a matter of Starfleet intelligence, but you were told that the reason that the Hadfield is going to be taking on this mission is because, well, Starfleet intelligence is a bit wary of sending a warship or, a more security-focused vessel to a civilian station for this purpose, especially one in the Cardassian, space. They figure it'll probably tip their hand that they know something. So they're sending you, and you guys are technically on leave, but you have an assignment.
We're undercover, though.
Vacations.
Huh?
Exactly. We're undercover.
Yes.
Am I still pink skin?
No, that all got cleared up. Yeah, that's just surgical prosthetics.
I suppose unless
Makeup.
you want it to be for some reason.
Makeup.
Do we have any projects we got to take care of before we get going?
Yep, we've got all that stuff
Yes,
to take care of. Who do we want to start with first? Because, we got a few things.
Wait, what do you mean we have things? You doing what?
I thought we just had my thing. What else do we? Is Simon still doing a thing?
I finished my thing.
Oh, hang on a second.
got some-
I'm gonna have to
Hold on.
reconnect.
Oh.
Give me a moment.
Oh, yeah, so one thing I did want to do was make our own sort of Delta Flyer. I was wondering if that could be possible.
Give me a moment. I have to reconnect.
And I'd want to partner with Valak on doing that.
Damn it. Sometimes my internet connection. I hate you. And I have to
Nothing done.
wait.
Right.
Hold on.
Okay. And Jubesa is working on combat drills.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
That's right, okay.
You can go first because my food and I will be right.
Nom 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 nom.
So who do we want to start with?
Okay. I can, I guess.
Valak, yeah.
Okay, so we will cut down to engineering. Valak, you have your thing?
Yep.
Okay. You've got your extended task, ready to work on?
Yep. I got to do some stuff. For magnitude for.
Hold on.
Assistance
I'm about
to,
to dip out again. Be right back. There we go. That should be better, hopefully. I can hope that sounds better. Oh, nope, I just got disconnected again. Awesome. Better? Can you hear
Is
me
better for
now?
you?
There we go.
Hey,
God damn it.
is it still good? What? Maybe.
Okay.
Okay. You're good?
Yep, I'm good. So
Alright.
are you ready to continue your extended task?
Yes. I'm gonna have to give you threat.
Oh, awesome. I start off
Yes.
with 12 of it.
You're going to have 3 more.
Oh, awesome. I'm at 15
Uh,
threat to start.
I don't know why I decided to go first. I have one of the hardest ones.
Yeah. I mean, believe it or not, I actually do use threat. Uh,
Oh yeah, you do. You use a lot, yeah.
was that what you needed?
Nope.
Oh well.
I am one shy.
You could spend a crew support.
This is true, but screw it. We will bring Biss along for this. I
Yeah.
want to get some work done.
Yep, and don't forget, if you bring him in, I realize now it's not just per scene. It's you introduce him for the whole episode, but you can only introduce a number of new people equal to the ship scale.
Cool. So yes, Biss and I will both be working on this. And I am going to give him another focus in shipboard weapon systems.
Ah!
That works.
I still didn't get it.
Oh, that's rough.
But hey, now we have Biss ready to go if need be.
That's good. Yeah, now he's just part of the episode. I jokingly always refer to having a supporting character as it's when you pay the extra. Paid the actor's appearing fee.
Yep. It's James Marsden, so you know it's doing great. It's
Um. So who did we want to go to next?
Jueza, would you like to run some combat drills?
Or he's
Love
planning combat drills.
Yes.
So. I forget. I feel like I have started this with you. I just forget what I set up. If I set anything up for you yet.
I think I put something on my character sheet. Let me pull them up.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I did work with you on setting this up.
All right. It's difficulty 3, magnitude 2, work track of, I believe that's an 8.
Mm.
That is correct.
So have you gotten anything done on it so far, or?
I believe things have gone awry the last
That it did.
timer.
Like, I think Tev was the only one who did great last time. He once again did that whole let's just destroy my task in like a go, and then and everyone else was gonna.
Oh my god, that meme that Miss Ellie posted. Oh my god.
It was too
If I'm not
perfect.
mistaken, 2 weeks ago he either failed at the task or rolled really poorly, and then he was kidnapped by Americans.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
That was 2 weeks
And
ago.
then,
That's
and
why.
then yeah, we had.
That's why it feels like it's been forever, because yeah, okay. I remember now. So then, yeah, give it a go, Jueza.
Alrighty. Is it control security?
Yeah, should be. Oh, wait, no, hang on. I don't think so, because what was the... Oh, no, never mind, because you have the, that's what I remember now. It was it present security or control security? Or it might have been reason security.
Yeah, because he was currently trying to
Right,
figure
yeah,
it
it was
out.
reason
It's,
security because I had you planning a...
Yep, that's why he wasn't doing so well.
Yep.
It's like his security's great, but
Yeah.
I am going to give you 3 threat.
Oh, wow.
Get 2
Okay.
extra dice because I'm
okay.
tired of constantly not getting this anywhere. So
Okay, I am gonna spend...
today's the day.
I am gonna spend 2 of it to increase your complication range by 1.
Okay.
hey,
There you go.
What was the difficulty on that, by the way?
Didn't I give it to you? Because you just rattled it off to me.
yeah, it was
Okay.
a 3, so yeah.
What is it, 3? Okay.
Yep, so you have
So,
1 momentum floating, so once you roll, we'll see if we're going to keep it or use it.
Alright, so how many challenge dice do I roll here?
It's still your security, so it's... ooh, excuse me. So that'd be what? Yeah.
2 plus my security?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Uh,
Damn. Yeah.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, you almost fill the work track.
I will actually use that momentum for an
There you
extra to fill the work track.
So you
There
get
you
1 because it was work track 8.
Yep.
Yes, it was.
Okay, then that's 2 breakthroughs.
There we go.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you
yeah.
you work with the few members of your security department who are in on it. Basically, the idea now is that at least 1 security personnel will be stationed in key departments and positions throughout the ship to ensure that nothing goes off the rails.
Okay.
Like to
Now,
ensure
the security advantage, does that lower the difficulty?
if you had declared it in advance,
Okay.
yes. But basically that's where you're at now.
Okay.
Now that you have that all planned out, that was the hardest part, figuring out how to keep it all a secret and not play your hand, so to speak. Now that you've got it all on the down low, now it's just the easy job of picking and choosing elements from various classic holo programs and various security simulations to craft the security scenario that you want, which will be what you'll do next time.
Very good.
Who's next? Who else had stuff they wanted to do?
the dock.
The doctor. We'll go down to the med bay. Where is it? Sick bay. She's working there. She's working there.
Doc is back yet.
So, did you have them come into your office, or where are you going to be doing this, Doc?
I don't think she's back yet, is she?
Oh, is she not back?
Said her food arrived, so.
Sorry, I was muted. I was talking, and I was wondering why no one was responding. So
That's
what
fine.
I was thinking was first, researching everything there is to know about this guy, like pulling up his personnel file if I could get it, and then handing it to him as part of his readjustment procedure.
Okay.
Readjustment process.
All right. In that case, I'd like you to give me a insight. How are you looking up this information? Like, what channels are you using?
Well, if this was sanctioned by Starfleet Medical, I assume I could go up that way, and then
Okay.
they could pull up, use their influence to figure out, because we know what the ship was that he was on,
Yeah.
to try and track him down.
All right.
I don't know.
I'll
Use connections like that.
Okay, so I'll do this as this will be Insight Medicine difficulty 2. Sorry, not medicine. Insight Command difficulty 2, but because you're doing it this way, I will let the ship assist with computers medicine as opposed to
Okay.
computers command.
Would my focus in research apply?
I'll allow it.
All right.
It's close enough.
I'll just roll the ship.
You said it's difficulty 2 or 3.
Difficulty of 2.
You
Okay.
only need to get one.
And you gain a momentum. Nice.
Hey.
Awesome.
Sweet. Yeah. You've done some research. It wasn't easy. You found the crew roster, and there were a couple of members of his species. I forget the name I gave you because I kind of made it up on the spot. There were only a couple of them. The good news is you have their ages, and based on the age of this one, he's young, maybe about 20, 22. You've determined that his name is Gromig.
Okay.
Gromig. Or at least that was his name.
Cool. And yeah, I would like to assemble, if I could, like a little data file on who this Grobig person was.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. I mean, that's sort of part of all of this. You assemble what you can, but honestly, not a lot. He was sort of just working a Federation freighter, sort of from a rather recent addition to the Federation, only achieved warp travel in the past 30 years or so. But, they got themselves admitted to the Federation. Quite a few members of their species just sort of left the home world because they heard space calling to them. And that's, based on what you gather, that, this is probably a classic case of kid ran away from home looking for adventure in space, and he got it.
Yeah, Wanderlust. All right. And yeah, I will, yeah, as I guess his shrink, I will try to help with his present him this information.
So will you call him down to your office? Or are you going to meet with him somewhere else? Or
Yeah, I think my office works.
sure, and I'll pull his token in. Got to scroll down a bit to find it. My image library is choked up with all my 5e tokens. So I have so many of them now.
Yeah, you can make folders.
Yeah, I
Like
know,
me
but
a lot.
I know I can make folders, but it's one of those. It's gonna take me hours to do, and just time.
We'll put you on a transporter accident. We'll make another one of you. You'll be able to get it
Oh,
done
I
lickety
wish. So yes, you've brought him down, and actually, you know what? As much as I harped on these rules and wasn't super into them, I think as dealing with an NPC situation could work, I might utilize the
The counselor rules.
Huh?
You're talking about the counselor rules from the
Yep.
science book?
Yep.
Okay, let me look at them.
I might use those, because those are kind of interesting.
Yeah, I kind of thought that like making rules for dealing with trauma seems kind of clunky for a player, but for an NPC,
Yeah, like I could get into it for an NPC. I couldn't super get into it for dealing with a player, but we'll see. Trauma +1. Does it actually? It might actually give an example. Does it? Oh no, that's right. It gives it all through the lens of Kirk and Tarsus 4. I really wish it had been the Borg example, because that would be really easy to. Oh wait, no, hang on. Or even encountering the Borg. There you go. Oh yeah, here we go. Alright, yeah, this is gonna have to be an insight. So, a character undergoing treatment doesn't get better overnight, as the trauma they suffered has left deep mental scars. Game Masters suggested to have the therapy take as many individual episodes or adventures as the severity of the trauma. Okay. Whoa, that's weird. That's weird.
that the counselors with the trait empath or telepath get to decrease the difficulty.
No, that's not the weird thing. It's the you do therapy. You're supposed to do like role play therapy for a number of episodes equal to the severity of the trauma, and then you make a check. That's weird. Oh, so I might just do it. So I might just wait a little bit then. I might do another session or two where we just talk it out, and then we'll make a check.
Sure.
Because I'll tell you now, this is going to be a very... at the very least, I'll have you make an insight medicine roll with a difficulty of 2 to determine how bad the trauma is. Because I think that's what it says. I think that's...
Alright. Insight, medicine.
I don't know if it provides rules for determining that, but
I succeeded.
that'll do. Yes. When it comes time for you to actually, make the check to see if you reduce his trauma, it will be difficulty 4.
Alright. That is noted in my notes.
Because, oh boy, getting assimilated is a whammy.
Oh, he also has, like, crippling amnesia. Alright, so let's get into it. How are you feeling?
I'm still getting used to it all.
She has like a pad, and she kind of slides it over the table towards him. I pulled some strings. I got the crew's manifest, and I believe this was you. If this is the person you want to return to being, this is the information I could find on you.
He takes the pad, scrolls through it. Gromig. And then he just shakes his head. He says, "It's not doing anything for me."
It seems you wanted adventure in the Great Wide somewhere. I get it. That was me at one point too. Well, I understand. This was a very traumatic event, and with your memory loss, which at this point I don't believe your memory is ever going to return. So, if you wanted to become a new person, I guess you have that ability.
What some people would give for a fresh start, right? Is that...
Yes, some people would give anything for that, but I wouldn't want to be in your shoes.
Right. What I was gonna say, in my case, I don't know. I'd give anything just to have an identity. To have to build one from the ground up. I don't know, it's just really, really intimidating.
Would you like help?
If you could, I mean, figuring out who I am, isn't that a monumental undertaking?
I've been trying to figure out who I am for my entire life, and I still don't know if I know for sure. Let's start with a name.
Okay.
If you don't like Gromeg, what would you prefer instead?
I don't know. I mean, I've heard all sorts of names, but I guess I can vaguely remember some of the names that are of my people, but I mean, I remember all sorts of other names from all the people that I've met. It's weird. I mean, I don't remember them, but the names, like I does that make any sense? I know the names, but I can't put faces to any of them.
It does make sense. It indicates damage to one part of your brain, but not another. That is helpful for cataloging your memory loss. And she writes that note down on a pad.
Like Charles. I know that Charles is a name, but I couldn't tell you what a Charles looks like. I couldn't tell you what a Charles's personality is like.
Charles is a human name. I think it comes from Germany. It's a pretty common name. But yeah, it's interesting. Would you prefer it if someone else named you?
I don't know. Do you have anything in mind?
How does the name Abraham sound?
He nods. thinks it over for a second. Abraham. No, I don't remember that one. I'll have to think about it.
Oh, that's fine. I don't want to impose on you. I was just trying to help. This is very unique grounds as far as psychiatry is concerned, so whatever you think is best for you. Or,
Right.
but I'd recommend you take that path and learn more about your life and your people. Reconnecting with your past is one of the best ways to know where you should go for your future. Running from it is not going to help.
Yeah. And he just solemnly nods.
You're on a difficult journey, my friend, but I'm here, and this department is here to assist you in any way we can.
Well, thank you very much, Doctor. I appreciate everything you and your people are doing for me.
No problem. If you are up for it, perhaps tonight, we can eat together.
I would appreciate that.
I'll see you then.
Great. If that'll be all, I think I'll go back to my quarters.
You're free to leave.
And he gets up.
Cool.
Who else has stuff that they want to get done?
I had something, but honestly, that can wait. We've gone through a lot of time now, so we might as well just keep going.
Okay. Just do ping me in the Discord. Send me a DM as to what specifically you want to do.
Oh, I mean, I can tell you right now. I want to write a treatise or a book.
Ooh. Neat. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. We can work on that.
Next time. Let's go.
Yeah. No, I like that. So did you want to have any kind of senior staff meeting regarding
Myself.
this?
Oh, regarding my book?
No. no. Regarding the
Now you see, I'm good at interviews.
no, regarding the mission.
I didn't have anything special planned, no, but I think the crew know the general gist of it. It's, we go there, we find the thing, and yeah, we find the spy. That's it. That's pretty much it. We just don't have to be discovered, or mustn't be discovered.
Yeah.
Everyone's got the memo,
Yeah.
I hope.
I mean, you guys are gonna be showing up just as, as the USS Hadfield, as the crew of the Hadfield.
But we're on vacation.
Yes.
It's a leisure station.
Yep.
A leisure station in the middle of, on the border of Cardassian space, but a leisure station nonetheless.
Yep. That is an apt description.
Yeah, people get the gist.
Man. Oh man, we're gonna have to do Kanar, aren't we?
So much Kanar.
So much Kanar.
Fun fact, apparently they used maple syrup for the original Kanar in Deep Space Nine.
Yes, I knew that.
Just dunking maple syrup. Ugh.
I mean, but that's the Canadian national pastime.
Aye. Aye.
It's not wrong.
Yes, we very much do just drink maple syrup up here. Like we do.
And the national coffee.
Ah, yes.
Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons. That's a good little exchange.
I'll take my Dunkin' Donuts any day. See, I'm in New England, so that joke makes more sense.
Yeah, I was just
That's why
gonna
you
say,
can't grow a
New
beard.
England represent over here. Dunkin' Donuts is the best. What's the next scene?
So we will be joining you guys on the bridge. This is the Hadfield. We go from in-depth discussions about identity and who you are and names
Donuts.
and what is in a name and what does a name mean to
Syrup and
Tim Hortons.
coffee chain. Yep.
Beautiful. Okay, so you guys are on the bridge. You have just actually passed into Cardassian space. I do have to ask, have you ever... you've been into Cardassian space before, right, Jueza?
Probably on, maybe some sort of strike or something during the Resistance, but most of the time was probably spent on Bajor.
Okay. Just trying to get a general feel for...
I certainly haven't.
Yeah. Let me see. Hang on. I have to ping Joeza.
Oh boy.
Dun dun dun.
Long range.
Angry typing going on.
The plot continuing.
Yes. It's the screenwriter writing out the screenplay. That's how that works, right?
Just, yeah. But also, if you're not done typing within 15 minutes, we're legally allowed to leave.
So let's hear the Mavericks. Fortin, what's that?
Yeah.
Is now on long range sensors.
Oh, good. Put it up on screen, please.
Okay.
Okay. I will quickly find... I had the image for it. I don't have a view screen thing for you, but I'll just quickly plop it to you in Discord so you guys can see what it looks like before I pull us up to the map. Or maybe I can just pull us up on the map.
That works.
Yeah. I gotta get the Hadfield token real quick. Because the Hadfield token is a thing that exists. And come on, where's the Hadfield? Oh, I don't need two Hadfields, I just need the one.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
We've been split into two. Such a lovely place.
There you go.
Okay. Chief, are we reading any sort of heavy weaponry on this station?
Okay.
Maybe.
Insight security with a assist from the ship's. Actually, this is going to be computer security, not sensors. Difficulty of 2.
I'll use that momentum for the third die.
So this is actually going to be you looking up all the information you can. No reroll?
Nope.
Valak, can you roll for the ship?
Oh yeah, that's right. Computer security.
And then I used the 1 momentum for that extra die, which didn't actually do anything.
Mm-hmm. There you go. That actually gets you the information you need.
Aha.
The ship is not weaponized, so it can't really fight back.
Fire all phasers.
It's in Cardassian space, so I mean, if you were to attack it, you'd be attacking a civilian target, which would get the Cardassian Navy on you like that. But actually, outside of the there being a lack of exterior, outward-facing weapons, you are, however, detecting that this place does have a rather robust security system.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just relay all that has quite a impressive security system.
Okay, Lieutenant Regan, what can you tell me about the other ships docked in this place? Who do they belong to? Are they private or?
GM, are
Yeah.
they private?
This will be Insight Con, difficulty of 2.
Let me rephrase that question. Lieutenant Tizonin, are those ships privately owned? What do you think?
Yep, okay. Insight Con assisted by the ship's computers con. Difficulty of I'm spending 2 threat. It's difficulty 3. And the ship?
Okay.
Valak, can you roll the ship, please? Thank you.
And you can re-roll the ship because of Tizonin's thing.
Do it. Do it. Hey.
Here we go.
Hey.
The Cardassian vessel does appear to be Cardassian Navy. That's this one. This one here appears to be a Klingon freighter independent trading vessel. And this one is a Ferengi trading ship.
Interesting. Okay. Well, Tizonin, get on the horn and tell him that we're gonna dock. Well, ask permission nicely.
So the you pull. Actually, I think it's Jueza who does the hails, but
Oh yeah.
you hail
Whoever really.
hail the station, and a Cardassian appears on the screen. He's not wearing like the Navy uniform or anything. He's just wearing sort of a I don't want to say casual attire. I mean, business casual, I suppose you could say. And he looks at all of you and says, "Welcome to the Maverick's Fortune, the finest casino this side of the Alpha Quadrant."
We
Okay,
are
then.
glad to be here. May we have permission to dock?
Very well. You are the USS Hadfield. What is a Federation ship doing at our humble little, humble establishment?
Personal leave, sir. You see, we were getting a bit tired of Risa and said, well, hey, why don't we go gamble?
Who could get tired of Ryza? And this is where I want you to make me a Presence Command difficulty 2 check, Captain.
Of course.
Just to
This
see
guy
if...
is going to die, and we're going to have a murder mystery to find out who killed him.
Okay,
You'll take a- you'll
okay,
take a
Miss
threat.
Ellie.
Not protecting the plot.
It's the captain to avoid having another murder mystery.
I don't
Am
need
I
you to
focused
call
on
me out like this.
negotiation work here or
It's a
diplomacy?
joke. I love it.
What did you ask, Captain?
Will my focus on diplomacy or negotiation work also take a
Didn't you
threat?
have bluffing or poker face? Or is that Pendam thinking?
That's my talent.
Oh.
Sorry, no. That's my value. I got cowboy diplomacy.
Yeah.
Poker face.
No, poker face is penned.
I got a gambling focus if you want.
No. I'll allow your negotiation.
You took a threat as well. Remember?
Oh, sure.
I succeeded by one. By two.
Awesome.
Nice.
And he nods. He says, "Very well. You may dock."
Thank you. We will contact you if we need anything else. Hadfield. All right. Well, how's that for a poker face, Chief?
It works.
Works, huh?
Oh,
We'll
man.
see.
I mean,
All right,
I just
Zonin,
raised your
take
hand,
us
but,
in slowly, nice and slow, please.
Okay. Zonin, give me a control con, difficulty 1, assisted by the ship's engines con.
Steady. Steady.
You're good. Keep going. You're good.
Don't
You're
worry,
good.
Captain. We can buff out.
Oh, yeah, let me roll the ship. Hang on. Engines. Con. Yeah, there we go. We got it.
So actually, I've come up with a good, I've come up with a really neat little idea for how this station works. The way this station actually works is, because it's sort of a smaller little station, you sort of set yourself in between these pylons here. At least some of the larger ships do. And then these sort of airlock hatches extend from the pylons across to the ship and latch the ship in place. So you can actually
Spooky.
exit, like, from both sides.
Okay. And is there a greeting party, or are we mostly alone?
No, it's a leisure station. This is a casino.
Right. And we believe that one knows thing about.
What?
Is that not what we came here for?
No, you broke up a bit, so please
Oh.
repeat.
And our mission here is to find out about pirates who would,
Yeah, to look for a lead on the pirates that attacked the Anning. Intelligence has come up that suggested that either the buyer or the seller of whatever artifact the Anning found is here at the Maverick's fortune.
Alright, perhaps we should have a senior staff meeting.
Yep. So now that you are here at the Maverick's fortune, there is a scene change. Go down a momentum.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do a senior staff meeting beforehand, I guess, to discuss some strategies about who's gonna look and all that.
Okay. We will go to the conference room then. And I gotta pull in the captain. Come on.
Aye, sir. Discussing strategy is wise. It is best we focus endeavors in different areas. For instance, if one of us focuses on Dabo, and the other focuses on Domjot, I'm sure we are just fine to have some kind of an outcome.
Success is almost guaranteed. I agree.
Well, I mean, we
Speaking of which, Captain, I
I
think
call
you.
Dabo.
That's fine.
I owe you nothing with this, Chief.
we all know who has to play Domjot. You play Domjot, human.
Come on.
Hey, Domjot, you
But in any case, let's just here, right? So we are, or at least see if there are any contacts here amongst for these pirates that we're searching for. I don't have to remind you that this is very, very top secret. So please, let's try not get discovered, or at least they are all. What we want to do, though, however, is split up and cover things. And no, I don't mean Damjot and Dabo. I mean actually split up and search in different locations. Therefore, we will do several things. We will split up the following ways. Chief, you're with me. Lieutenant Zonin and Lieutenant Rugan, you two will be doing your own little personal investigation in the casino itself and try and butter up the administrative offices if you can. See if you know someone who knows someone who knows someone. You know what I mean?
I love how it's always Ragon and I that get put together.
It's
Well,
been 2 episodes that's happened.
It's
at the same
Well,
time,
they're-
we do
they're rapidly
seem to
well, they're
complement each other well.
they're rapidly becoming the Data and Geordie of this series.
And Commander Vlog, for you, I have a special assignment. This thing has a very impressive security system, and I want you to get real cozy with it in case we have to do something. Hack into their databases, computers, make it an easier job for us in case we have to turn tail and run. Okay?
Very well, sir.
Try not to get caught, that goes without saying. And if you have some free time, step aboard the station as well and enjoy yourself. Try and experience the security system firsthand if you can. I'm not saying get arrested. I'm saying go on board and check out the camera systems and all that.
Very well.
Oh, we all have our orders. Chief,
You
we'll be going to the casino.
take me.
Oh, right, of course. Crud. You head out with guys, with Jordy. With Rugan and Tizonin. You have a talent with people, so go ahead and butter up to the higher ups. See if you can find out something.
And should we go in plain clothes or in our?
Sorry, what was that?
Should we go in civilian clothes or should we go in our?
I'll leave that up to personal preference. If you feel more comfortable in civilian clothes, you're more than welcome to them. As a
Give
captain, I think
more. Yeah, we probably would have better luck in civvy.
yes, but like I said, I as the captain have to uphold some notion of the fact that we are here. Therefore, I think I'll remain in uniform while the rest of you can go in civilian should you so wish. You feel?
Yes, I understand, sir. Certain amount of unnecessary pomp that comes with the fort. Vuga, Sonin, how do you feel about our attire?
I am unsure as to whether or not I own anything that would provoke suspicion. However, I guess I do believe we should be able to replicate something suitable before we leave.
Well then, we all have our jobs. You know what to do. Valak, as soon as you hit a breakthrough in your job with the security system, let me know and let Chief Joyza know. We'll see what we can do out on the casino floor. And as for the three of you, if you've managed to find something from the higher-ups, also let us know.
Of course, Captain.
Yes.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about being street time around, so keep it safe.
Now the real question is, if you guys are going down in civvies, who's going to wear the extremely embarrassing open shirt weirdness that Riker wore that one time?
No, we have to wear the three-piece jigsaw
Oh, no, this is-
spandex
it's the
that Jake
jigsaw.
Cisco wears.
The jigsaw
Oh,
spandex.
no.
I'm like,
You always wear the man skirt in first season.
equally valid.
Anyways, this
Oh, beautiful.
so which group would we like to go to first?
Hang on, gonna copy your tokens over to the other map. I don't have an actual map for the station, so we're just gonna use the space map. Hopefully these aren't too big. Knowing my luck, they're gonna be massive. And I'm gonna have to resize them all. Yep, that's about right. So what group did we say we wanted to start with?
Come
Start
back,
the
Captain.
different.
Grenun.
Hmm?
Oh, he's back.
We're
That one
making
works.
puns about your name.
Um, and where's the captain's token? Damn it.
I do not know. Where did you put it?
Oh. There it is. So those are the three groups, right? Tizone and Maselli, Rugan, the captain, and Volok, right?
Well, the
Oh.
captain with the chief of security.
Oh, that's right. Jueza, I knew I was forgetting someone.
I'm easy to forget.
No, you're
Oh.
not, sweetie.
Got him.
So who are we starting with?
I don't know.
Let's start with the three, considering Tizono has to go help his aunt soon. So
Let's do it, yo. Dab.
Okay. So what are you three going to do?
We're supposed to smooth talk the administration, right?
Yeah, we went in and civvies into the casino itself in order to see what we can learn.
I am wearing a fancy 24th century tux.
Yeah, I think that's what we would all wear.
Tuxes all around.
No, I'm
Going
good, thank
in.
you.
Like the heist in DS9, you know?
Can you
Oh my God.
bring me a drink, please?
Okay, so we're in a casino. Explain the
whatever you grab.
casino to us.
Okay, I mean, it depends on what part of the casino you're trying to go to. Are you trying to go for, like, some of the low stakes area? Because, I mean, you know, casinos
Nah,
have...
fam.
Huh?
Nah, we're high stakes, man.
Going for the high stakes stuff? So the big Dabo table. Like, these are,
Oh.
like, double-sized Dabo tables, and... and, like, the really complicated Domjot boards.
Alright.
They
This is
also
what
have
we're gonna
those. They also have sort of an upscale version of that one darts knockoff that I had you guys deal with the one time.
Ah, cool.
But what about that game from that one episode of DS9? It's like one of the first episodes where they go inside of a game or something.
Oh, that thing was crazy.
Cat.
Thank you.
No, that's not Cat Scott.
I know the one you're talking
Alamarine.
about.
I think it was called
Oh,
Alamarine.
Rain. No, that was one of the people in the game, I think.
Oh my god.
That was like some weird Gavin Quadrant thing.
All right.
that was-
Well, I
Yeah.
bow down to you, Rugan, superior tracking. How about we split up? How about we each cover 1/3 of the casino?
That may not be. As long as we remain within eyesight of one another. In
I
such
assume we also
situations,
have communicators.
indeed, but in such situations, especially ones in which we are, in fact, looking for someone who might know, who might be hostile once they realize our presence. I do worry about being alone in such situations.
But I think covering ground is the most important. We can group up before we decide to, engage.
Very well. I suppose we'll have to check in regularly at least.
Yes. GM, could we take phasers on board?
No.
Okay.
Security
So it's just
system all day.
communicators.
Security's tight.
Okay.
Although, as
So-
walking around, though, now, you do see a few guards of a couple different species. There are actual, especially in the higher rank area, you actually see these pretty well, they're not armed to the teeth, but, and it's definitely given a certain, modicum of decorum, but, you see some pretty well armored Gorn.
Oh, right, yeah. That's
Okay.
actually a lot more respectable than I figured it would be.
Okay. So, GM, if we were to divide this casino into 3 different sections, is that possible? Are there 3 different areas we could go to?
Yeah, I'd say
If
so.
we split up?
Yeah, there's probably
All right,
sort of
let's do that then.
Yeah, there's probably sort of the lower level area, where just some of the really basic games are. You'd probably actually find people playing Earth Poker down in some of the lower areas.
So do we have penny slots, low wage games, high wage?
Oh yeah,
games?
they they have they have Antarian slots down there.
All right, I will go there. And then you two can go to one of the other 2 areas.
Then there's sort of the then there's just sort of the recreational area. I guess it's one of those. The best way to put it is every casino has it, where there's an area where there's no gambling stuff, in order to get you off guard. It's where all the restaurants are, and all the little shows, and
Okay.
This is interesting. Okay.
they've got the Breen pulling rabbits out of his helmet.
So what? I immediately go over to that Breen. And I just
No,
watch.
it's a joke. I'm
All right,
exaggerating.
well, Zonin, you can go into that area. And, Rugan, do you want to go into the last area?
Indeed, I think that would probably work out well.
There we go, we have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we enter the casino.
Okay, do we want to come back to the 3 of you?
Sure.
And I'll flip you 3 around into the order of location you're going to. Up top, middle, bottom. Who do we want to go to next, Volok or the Captain and Joeza?
You can take the lock.
Okay, Volok.
Very well. Okay. How do I want to do this? First, you know what? First, we'll try just going aboard the station to do the eyes kind of check, security camera type of deal. Just to do a basic idea, try and get a basic idea before I decide to maybe shoot some skitters at this thing.
So what are you looking for specifically?
Basically, trying to do the for cameras type of deal.
Okay. So you'll be walking around looking out for cameras. That'll be insight security difficulty of 2 to map out, sort of to scope out where the various cameras are around here.
Going to take that momentum. Got it.
Awesome. Yeah, you think that you've more or less mapped out where the various cameras are in this facility, at least where they are in the public area.
Cool. All right, and if I can I see any other, like, while walking? Do I see any other forms of security, possibly scanners for weapons, stuff like that?
Well, you walked through weapon scanners as you were coming out of the airlocks. I'm not even going to make you roll for that. They had pretty big, obvious weapons scanners that you guys passed through, and there were guards straddling either side of those. Cardassian.
Okay.
Those bloody cardies.
Pretty good,
Oh, and I mean, there are cardies all over the place here. I should have made sure that's absolutely clear to you guys. You are on a Cardassian station. I mean, there are definitely others here, you know, especially of the...
Is it really dark and hot?
Huh?
Is it really dark and hot in the station?
Not as bad, because remember, this isn't a military place. This actually needs to present an air of fun and enjoyment.
So it's not like Occupation DS9?
No.
Okay.
No. They actually have to kind of put on something of a show that...
Gotcha, okay.
Cool. Well, after that, we shall head back to the ship.
Okay. In that case, we'll pick up with the captain and Joeza.
Good. I have reconsidered my choice of attire. It will be also a simple tuxedo, but I'll have captain's pips like on the collar.
Ooh,
That's it.
you're doing a tuxedo.
Marvelous.
Oh, I love it. It's good stuff.
All right, Chief. I think I have an idea about how we can approach this.
What's that?
Well, we're gonna go to the high stakes table. Generally, in these places at the high stakes table, there's always someone hanging around that you're gonna want to talk to.
Oh yes, and I know they love seeing Bajorans at their high stakes table.
I understand this may be an issue, but your time will come as well. See, I'll play, and if I find a suitable player to play against, one who I want to find out information from, I'll tug on my collar twice. You see me pull the cue, you tell me if he's bluffing or not. Sound good?
Sir, the goal is to win, right?
Perhaps.
I see. So shouldn't I play then?
You're very funny, Chief. Do as I say before I court-martial your ass.
Oh no.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
So,
dear.
hang out at the bar and keep your eyes on me. Once you see me tug my collar, that's the sign. Got it?
Got it.
All right. Let's move over to the high stakes tables.
Okay, so actually what I'm going to make you do, Captain, is I am going to make you do some rolling for me. We're going to do an extended task.
Oh boy.
Because not everyone just gets to walk up to the high stakes table.
Of course, I have to win something beforehand, I presume.
You gotta gamble your way up. However, first, before you even do, I want you to make me an Insight Command difficulty 2 check just to learn a little something interesting about this place.
Okay. Does my focus of hazard awareness come into play?
No, but
Gambling?
you said you have gambling, right?
Yep.
Gambling works. Because this is part of how this place operates.
Got momentum.
Okay, great. You've determined that there are actually a couple ways that you can gain, what do I call them? Basically, instead of chips, they have cards here, that come pre-allocated with a value, and, you swipe them at the location, and your value gets added or taken away, depending on how well you do.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've seen those actually in a couple of casinos here. They're getting more and more popular, actually, using cards instead of chips.
And basically, here's the interesting thing. You can either do it with your classic forms of currency. They accept Latinum. They begrudgingly and at a very below value trade, they accept Federation credits.
Well, I assume we have some Latinum on the ship, or maybe we would have gotten some if they knew
but
we were
here's the interesting thing. They also seem to accept quote-unquote trade.
Okay.
Where
Interesting. I'll keep that in mind.
Where
Just give them photon
Captain, I
torpedoes.
swear to God, if you trade me.
Well, so theoretically, what you could do is if you had an item of incredible value, you could essentially do what they do at pawnbrokers.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh.
Where
It's also the same thing when you're playing Baccarat. You don't have to spend any money, but you can actually trade your house if you want to.
yeah, where you can put an object of value, and they actually have vaults here on site that they will store your valuables in while you gamble, and hopefully, if you make your money back, you can get your valuables back. Otherwise, they become the property of the casino.
So, like, possibly a modified Latinum encrusted phaser rifle?
Right, yeah, like you could put something like that up. And
Say chief. Actually, we might as well pawn the ship, no? Right? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Or
yeah,
if
I mean,
we- if
you're
we run
able
out.
to well, the way I'll put it is you're able to get a meager starting if you want to find if you can think of something else, something valuable that you might want to put in. It might give you a leg up in the gambling, as you have more resources to gamble with.
I know. I'll put
How
in my
though-
Starfleet communicator badge. Everyone wants one of those.
Okay, I mean, it gives you a little. It's not much. It's not much. I'll say it'll give you one work on the work track to start with. I mean, it's not really valuable.
But it's a captain's pip. Or a command pip, anyway, so, it's gotta be worth something.
So
Yeah.
I'm sure some Nausicaan would love to have one of those in his collection.
So, you gonna start in then?
Yes.
Okay. This is going to be an extended task, control command, difficulty of 4.
Okay, hang on. Before we get into that, I'd like to create an advantage. Remember how I said I'd call for Jueza if I needed help with anyone, if anyone was bluffing?
Yeah?
Could I do something to create that advantage, like make a roll or something.
well-
Because he and I would like to coordinate, so I
okay.
can like maybe get his assistance.
Okay, so how I'll do this is Jueza can give me an insight command check to... he can do one of two things. He can either give an insight command check now to create an advantage for you going forward, or he can assist you with insight command on these checks.
He can assist me with inside command on these checks. What's your inside command, Joeza?
9.
That'll do.
So he can assist. So the way this will work is this will be control command, difficulty of... hang on.
You said 4.
Yeah, I'm just writing it out because I want to remember it. Command, difficulty 4, magnitude 3, because you're going to have to go from the low rollers table to the high rollers table to the really high rollers table. Is essentially how this is gonna have to go.
Okay.
Work track 12. Resistance of 3. And the complication range of 3. Just to start.
Okay, well, shit.
Because you're gambling. This is... that's not what we have you doing to Zonin. We have you meeting, hanging around in the middle area.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
was smooth
so I got a momentum on that last roll, so I'm gonna use that to boost myself immediately. I succeeded. It was a difficulty 4,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
There you go.
And wait, did you spend threat?
No, momentum.
Oh, you had momentum. I did not know that.
Yes, because of the previous roll.
Oh, okay. And Jueza, insight command.
It's gonna be ugly.
And just try.
And it is a complication range of 3, but you got one. So
Yeah, he got one.
Got a
So we
momentum.
Generate that momentum back, yeah.
all right, roll 7 challenge dice. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Minus 3 resistance. That's 4 work.
I'm gonna give you that one momentum. Yeah, I'm gonna give you that one momentum to negate the resistance.
Okay, that's only resistance 1, so you get 6 work done. That is 1 breakthrough.
So we've moved on from the low rollers to the middle rollers.
No, you're at the high rollers tables now. The people who actually have some cash to burn. But you're not at, like, the super high rollers table where there are only, like, a half dozen people at it.
Okay. Shall we continue then?
Joyza looks very nervous.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm gonna hang
roll
on.
again.
Hang on. I am, however, spending 2 threat to keep the difficulty at 4.
Okay. You're gonna take 3 threat, and I'm gonna take 2 dice.
Okay. I am going to spend 2 of that threat you just gave me to increase the complication range to 4.
Alright. Shit me, man. Alright. I get to reroll that one. Please God. Good. I got the 4. So Joyza, if you want to roll, you can roll. You don't have to roll. This is a difficult roll.
Do I have to roll?
You don't
You
have
guys
to.
are gambling. Come on.
Statistically, it's a bad roll for me to make because I have less than a 50% chance of
and a
actually getting
1 and a 1 in 5 chance of complicating.
Yeah.
So if I don't have to roll, I will choose not to.
Okay. Jacoby, roll your 7. Just be aware you don't have any momentum this time. Jacoby?
Oh, did we lose him?
Oh, yeah, you did.
He's dead.
Jacoby, roll your 7.
Should I roll 4?
Jacoby? You there, bud? Jacoby?
Disappeared into the nether. Do you want me to roll for the 7?
Sure, because it...
Oh, his internet went out for a
Oh.
bit.
All right,
We're
do you just
gonna
want to
get
cut to
back.
someone else for a minute?
Well,
Hang on, roll his 7.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh man.
Oh, that's only 1 work.
Ah,
But hey, I had to spend...
well, that happened.
I had to spend some threat to make the task that difficult.
That is
Yeah,
true.
and,
Yeah,
and
but
you only
he gave
have
you it all.
14 threat left. So
Okay.
you could only summon a Borg cube. It's not like you could,
Oh, that's great. So which of the... Because it now sounds like the Maselli, Rugan, Tizonin group is splitting up into subgroups, so who do we want to...
Yes, they did.
Huh?
Yeah, well, we did that. I was exploring the low roller stable. He went to the entertainment area in Rugan. It's up in the high rollers area.
So, Maselli, you see the captain and Jueza just blaze through the low rollers tables like a hurricane. It's almost like a, hi, doctor, bye, doctor.
And I just shake my head. Right, okay. I will scope this area out. Just kind of look around and see if anyone looks suspicious or piratey.
Insight command difficulty 2.
Awesome. I'm going to give you a threat for a 3rd time.
You go ahead, Doctor.
Nice.
Here we go. Alright. We generated 2 momentum.
Yes, you did. As you see a rather rowdy bunch of Klingons.
Alright, and earlier on we established that one of these ships was a Klingon freighter, right?
Yep, that'd be this one.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna tap my communicator and say, I think I've identified it. I have identified a group who might be pirates. I'm going to approach and talk to them to see what I can find out. And then I'll cut the communicator and approach them.
Oh, sure, because they're Klingons are pirates.
Oh no. Yeah, they're all eagerly ripping at a bunch of Antarian slot machines. All
Okay, I'm sorry about that. My head went, but it's back.
okay, we'll get back to you in a moment.
No worries.
So yeah, Doctor, you approach this line of Klingons at the slots.
Yeah, I assume they're all like a foot taller than me, and feel a little bit out of place. But I'm just gonna like, I would like to meet with your commanding officer.
And they all look over at you, and it's like as they turn to you, you can now smell the alcohol on the breaths, and they all just start to at you. I'm spending 2 threat to create the complication that, I mean, short little Short little meek Dr. Miscelli human approaching these hardened Klingon sailors.
All right. I would think she's kind of gonna act out because, like, if these are the pirates who killed the Anning, people she knew, she would do just about anything to bring them to justice. So, could I? Let me look at my values. Maybe, I don't know, could I spend a value or anything to, make a scene to, push through?
To what? Create an advantage?
Yeah.
Give yourself a shot at this. What value would you use?
I don't really have anything, so you know what? Yeah, just forget it.
Okay. Do you want to go back?
Yeah, I'll just link back. Rugan, as a Klingon, you might want to handle this. They don't seem to want to take me seriously.
Indeed, that might be reasonable. And as it stands, I don't even believe that they are aware that we're connected, as it were, so that will work in our favor.
I hope so. And I guess I will go up to the middle level and join Zonin.
Okay, you're gonna join Zonin. Rugan, you're heading down to the lower level.
Indeed.
And actually, at this point, I would like to go back to Jueza and the captain.
Yes.
As you have begun making your way back up to the high rollers tables. Give me another control command. Difficult.
What about the last one that I rolled?
We had Jueza roll it for you because we didn't know how long you'd take.
It didn't go well.
Yeah,
It
you only
did
got
not go well.
you only got one work done.
Yeah.
And mind you, you did also have one more work because of handing over your badge and a pip.
Okay.
Cool.
So we're gonna try this again, right?
Mm-hmm. Are you
Complication range is back to
keeping track of
3.
how much work you're doing? Because
On the first one we did 7. 6. That was a breakthrough.
Yep.
You
Second
spent
one, we did
momentum to
1.
keep the difficulty at 4.
Mhm.
So now the difficulty is down to 3. And with this one, we effectively did 7 work, right? Yeah. So we're at 7 work.
8 because you had started at 1.
Okay, 8 work. I'm gonna spend 1 threat and these 2 momentum to give myself 4 dice. Complication range is still at 3.
How much threat?
Difficulty 1.
Okay. I'm just gonna hold that.
I aced it.
Whoo!
I won't roll.
All right.
Yeah, you do not have to. So I generate 4 momentum.
Hot damn. Okay.
I'm on fire.
That's
2, 4,
4.
6, 7, 8, 9. 9 work.
9
minus 3
minus-
resistance.
That's 6. 6 work.
We'll spend 1 of those momentum to get rid of the resistance.
And that'll fill the... actually, it wouldn't matter anyway. That it would fill the work track.
Oh, then we'll keep the momentum. That's fine.
So that's the remaining breakthroughs you need, I think. Yeah, that does it. As you just steamroll your way through the competition, you are on fire.
Oh yeah, I
And-
can feel it.
And Jueza, you see what the captain's like when he's playing for keeps.
Oh my goodness.
We're not gonna have a ship left after this.
I know.
As eventually, you find yourself sitting at a rather opulent table. There are 3 other Cardassians at it. There's also a Klingon at this table. A Ferengi. And wait a goddamn second.
No!
Who is it?
Zero!
Oh, it's your girlfriend.
Oh no.
This is me, right? Oh my gosh.
Well,
Great.
I'll calmly approach the table, straighten my bow tie, give one look over to Chief Chueza, who's probably at the bar downing another drink, hopefully.
Yeah, this is the
And,
VIP bar.
Well, I'll sit down, I'll nod over to the dealer, raise my hand for the waiter, and order a small glass of Kanar.
One of the Cardassians looks at you and he says, "Oh, haven't even been here a couple hours and you've already made a name for yourself."
Oh, are you talking about my winnings or the Kanar, sir? May I have your name? I'm Lawrence.
I am Kumen.
The pleasure is all mine, Kumen. Well, the pleasure of meeting you and the pleasure of hopefully taking your money, you understand.
Oh, we shall see about that. The Ferengi here is playing a very tough game tonight. He is on a roll.
How are you, Master Ferengi? How far?
Oh, I've already made. Hang on, I'm just trying to think of what are the ranks of Latinum again?
Strips, bars. Bars is the highest.
It's
Bars,
slip strips
Yes, lip strip bars, something like that. Yeah.
and bricks.
Yeah,
Oh, bricks.
yeah, there are bricks.
is the biggest. Well, that's ever mentioned, anyways.
Well,
And, what's his name?
well, I suppose if you took it all together, and he starts fiddling with a small pentagonal little pentagonal prism-like piece of metal at his neck. I suppose you could call it collectively 3 bricks worth.
Impressive. And what about you, Zero?
That's like $3 million.
High rollers table. Oh, me, little. Oh, I just it's been rather meager earnings so far, but tenacity will get you there.
Always a thing to keep in the back of your head. You are quite right. Well, gentlemen, what seems to be the game tonight?
Well, we were playing a rather riveting game of Gorn's 8, but now that such an illustrious human is at the table, the Ferengi looks around and says, "What do you say we all play a good old game of poker?"
Count me in, sir. Count me in. How much is the buy-in? I'll ask the dealer.
An amount. Does not matter super much.
Well, I'll just in case, if it doesn't matter, I'll just slide him over a couple of those cards that I have and say, "Will this do?"
Quite nicely, quite nicely. And they slide it into the little card reader.
Well then, let's begin.
Okay. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be Control Command opposed. Yeah.
Okay. I will spend 3 momentum for 4 dice.
Okay. He's gonna spend 3 threat. Who? I'm
My
not.
focus applies, right?
Yes, it does. As does this guy's.
Oh, God!
Wow.
Oof.
Now I start rolling poorly. Well, screw you.
All
That's
right.
okay. It wasn't a complication. We can
Right.
take this.
That's 2, 4, 5, 6. That generates me 5 momentum.
Oh, 5 threat.
Or 5 threat. Because wow, that was a whiff. As he handily trounces you on this hand, he's going to roll. I'll just use this character sheet to do it. As we are in sort of a social conflict.
Oh, Captain's gonna be broke soon.
Hang on, just thinking how I want to do this. So this will put you out if you don't give me 2 threat. Or spend
Well, that
a
is
or spend a determination.
I'll give you the 2 threat, yeah.
Okay.
So while the cards are being dealt, I'll just,
Which I will then
some,
spend that 2 threat to create a complication for you. So now in the next bit of the extended task, you will be at a disadvantage.
Alright. I'll just casually try and engage some conversation, be like, so, prominent gentlemen such as yourselves must have heard of the troubling acts of piracy that happened recently.
Oh yes, piracy is such a deplorable profession. And the Cardassians look at you and says, well, us in the Navy have to be constantly vigilant, especially here along the border.
Oh, tell me about it. But, Master Ferengi, I hope it hasn't impacted your profits too significantly.
Oh no, it hasn't impacted my profits too badly.
Well then, how about another hand?
Okay. Give me another control command roll.
Okay, this time I'm gonna throw 3 threat at you.
Okay, I'm spending it right back.
And I get to reroll that one. Yes, I got nothing but 2s.
Here's where something interesting is going to happen. First off, I'm spending 2 threat. And that's how many do I need? I need to roll 2. Come on, roll the dice. Oh, nice. Okay. So that's 2. Hang on, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's 4. I'm going to spend 2 more threat, and I'm going to ask you to do something very interesting, Jacoby. Jacoby, re-roll your entire dice pool.
Alright. I still get my rerolls because I spent.
You already did it.
Oh, okay.
You already made your reroll.
Oh.
Oh.
And wait a second. No, those weren't the cards you got. He shouldn't have been able to play that hand.
I got scanned. Or so it would seem.
But give me, Joeza, give me an insight security check. Difficulty of, I'm going to spend 2 more threat. 4.
Oh, did you get my message of what I was doing?
No, I didn't. Hang on. Oh my god. God damn it.
Oh no.
What's he gonna do?
Okay, specifically because of that, difficulty 5.
Oh my
Excellent.
Oh
god.
no.
He's gonna like sneak a
Alright,
bomb
it
onto the
was
ship.
what was the roll?
Inside security.
Inside security, okay.
Spend
better.
whatever you gotta spend, bro.
So I will Can I use a determination brimming with confidence?
Sure, because you're overcoming.
Bajorans need more respect.
Yeah, you're overcoming. The confidence one will allow because you're currently dealing with this. You're currently dealing with this. You're currently hitting on women and trying to concentrate on the game at the same time.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And so let's see here. 1. Actually, so
That's 2. That's an automatic 2 successes.
So 1 momentum, 1 threat for the
Third
first,
die.
for the third die, and then was it 2 more threat for the 4th?
No, you'd have to give me 3 more.
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, I'm at 14 threat again. Nice.
Hooray! And I don't suppose survival or interrogation.
No.
Complication range 1.
Spend 2 threat 2.
Okay. Ah, so close.
Do you get a reroll of any kind?
Nope.
You don't have cautious?
Nope.
I thought you had cautious, damn it. But roll your veteran.
Okay. Choice is many things. Cautious is not one of them.
Oh, you get it back. You could spend it again.
So if I spend it,
You get to
How
reroll
does
those
that-
2 you missed.
okay. Do I still have the automatic 2 from the original?
Yes.
Or sure.
Yes.
Why not? Let's do that.
So roll 2 more dice.
All right. 2 dice. Still complication 2.
Yep.
All right.
Ooh, that's 1 success, but you did
Oh,
get
boy.
a complication, which I will. But roll your veteran again.
Oh god, I'm just gonna keep doing this.
You don't get it. You do not get it back though.
But that's 5 successes.
Yep. I don't generate any momentum though. So,
Nope.
unfortunately, you can't do anything about that complication. So, I will actually just take 2. No, because I spent threat to increase that complication range. So, I'm gonna have to make a complication come out of it. So, actually, this is sort of what the complication is gonna be. In all sense of the word, you're quite distracted by the very beautiful Orion woman they have tending the bar, but you are paying attention to the game, and that's weird. They're not cheating. Like, that's the weird thing. Is, like, you see what happens. Like, the captain should have won that hand, but he didn't, and from the best you can see, no one cheated.
So the captain just sucks.
No. It's you saw the way those hands looked going out, and you saw the way that everyone played. By all accounts, the captain should have won.
Weird. Not really sure what to make of that if they're not cheating, but yeah, something didn't work.
And the Ferengi sort of laughs as he pulls all his winnings in the 2 cards and slips them along his card reader next to him, taking in his winnings. Sort of gives a laugh. He says, "Well, I suppose your luck was bound to run out sometime, Captain." And he slides the cards back to you, and then goes back to twiddling the little pentagonal pendant around his neck.
Oh, but it's far from over, Mr. Ferengi. Far from over.
I've grown bored of this game. I think I'm going to retire for the evening, if that's all the same to you. And I'll spend 2 threats so that he retires.
By all means. I'm not one to hold you back. So who's left? Only the Cardassian Navy guy and Zero?
Yeah. So, give me one more.
Yeah. Alright, we have no momentum, so you're gonna take another 3 threat.
Okay, gonna spend it right back. Fortunately, these guys' numbers are not nearly as good.
Boy.
That's 4.
By the way, how am I
rolled
doing
4 as well.
with the lady?
That's 4 to there. 3, you gain a momentum. Quite. Give me a presence command, difficulty 2.
Presence command, you're killing me.
Dude. Y'all make fun of Grennan, but there's a reason presence command is used for these tests. I mean, she's friendly enough, but I mean, it's. I'll make the point of it. It's that thing where, this is her job. She has to be nice to you. You are by no means the first person that has tried to hit on her on the job, and you will not be the last. Quit while you aren't ahead.
I believe that I will be the one.
Yeah, I don't think you can tell a Bajoran resistance fighter that they should quit while they're not ahead.
Oof. In the meantime, Captain, give me 7 challenge dice.
Okay, can't reroll that, so.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Not quite enough. But, okay, so we'll do it one more time. You do have a momentum, though.
Oh,
we do
do
have
we?
one?
Yeah, because you beat them by 1.
Oh, then I'll spend that 1 momentum to reroll 3 challenge dice.
Okay.
Good enough.
That's enough. I mean, it's, you unfortunately aren't walking away a wealthy man, let's just say. But, you had a good night. You probably made a little money.
But this is the high stakes table, so a little money is.
Yeah, but I mean, that was weird. That was the thing with playing the Ferengi's game, where he won all that at the end. That was really weird. Like, he almost totally cleaned you out.
Almost. Luckily, I'm not an idiot that goes all in.
Right, you didn't go all in, but he wiped you out on what should have been a sure bet for you.
Alright, well, I'll ask the Navy guy in Zero. Who is that Ferengi man? I don't think I've seen him before. Is he famous?
That's Glog. He comes in here every once in a while when he has spare money after one of his trade deals.
And what is his business?
Oh, I know he goes around dealing in... he deals in various knickknacks. Suppose you could say he's something of an antiquities dealer.
Ah. What sort of antiquities?
Oh, a little of this, a little of that. We don't ask him about business too much. He has one of those stupid Ferengi rules of acquisition about that sort of thing.
Ah. I know just what you mean. Very well, but, about those acts of piracy, the Federation has got some pretty concerning words that they may be spreading through this part of the sector. I just thought I'd warn you, considering, we did play cards together.
Presence command difficulty 2?
You're gonna take a threat?
Sure. I'll spend it in one more to increase your comp range.
I need to roll one more. Crap.
Okay.
Didn't even matter.
Okay. They just shrug and they say, "Well, very well. I think that's been, I think we've all had a good enough run for this evening." And Zero says, "Yes, indeed. If you gentlemen will be excusing me, I think I've seen all I need to."
Well then, yes, sir. I'll take my leave.
And Zero walks from the table.
I'll walk over to Jueza. I need to find Tazonin. Do you think you can find him for me?
Well, sure. I was,
The captain does not have a communicator.
Oh,
Yes, I do not have a communicator. I pawned it.
I do, so I'll go ahead and, give it a little tap.
This is the Zonin. What's up?
Lieutenant Tazonin, this is the captain. Your girlfriend's here.
What?
I suggest you make a business out of finding her and finding out as much as you can from her. She's not here by coincidence.
Oh boy. Alright. I'll see what I can do.
Post haste, Lieutenant.
And I don't know. Wait, where'd you see her last?
Oh, she went off somewhere. I'm sure you'll be able to find her.
Oh my goodness. Alright. I close the line and just go looking for her.
Alrighty. You go off in search of... you go off in search of her. Meanwhile, Ragan, you go and find a very rowdy bunch of Klingons.
Indeed, what is it they're playing?
They're playing Antarian slots.
All right, they're playing the slots. Are they taking up all of them?
Most of them.
All right, what Regan is going to do is again, before he left the ship, again, in his off hours, he dresses a touch odd. He does more Vulcan sensibilities in the clothing department, and it's weird watching a Klingon wander about in blues or in browns and beige and mother of pearl. It's weird. So before he left, he went to the replicator and made himself not quite so fine as the captain's tuxedo, but some pretty decent Klingon clothes. And what he's going to do is he's going to go and he's going to play some slots himself.
All right. Give me. So you walk down and you find yourself in sort of this line of slot machines. Give me a control. Control security. No. Control command.
Bah,
Difficulty of 2.
here, how's the house for this though? Can I use my computer's focus because he's computer
Or
slots?
actually, no. You know what? I'll give you control science.
Ooh, nice.
I'll
Yeah,
give-
because there's science to use a computer.
No.
Makes sense.
I'm thinking more on the. This is You're dealing probabilities here.
Oh, alright. Yeah, well, it's math in some sense.
For dealing probabilities, can I use quantum mechanics?
I'll allow it.
I just looked around and I realized I'm in the wrong room.
So control science diff 2.
Hold on, I'm in the wrong Roll20 room.
Oh, did you did you jump into the 5e game we're in?
Or the second.
Nope, a 10th fleet second game.
Ah, okay.
It just popped.
There we
It just popped up on my thing. It's the first one that comes up for me.
go. Okay, try now.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, you're able to play the slots pretty smart. It's one of those things of you got to figure out like which, based on the math of how these slot machines tend to work. You wait until someone gets fed up with the machine to a certain point, and at that point you step in, and it only takes you a few rounds before you get a couple hits. Because it's one of those things that the machines are designed
Yep.
so that they do give out a hit every once in a while. It's just you having to figure out the statistics to time it.
Indeed. See,
That-
Rugan goes in there, he finds himself some slots and he plays.
Yeah, I mean, you're not getting any jackpots, but you're not losing money either. Okay, so eventually one of the Klingons comes up to you and he says, "Well, what a pleasure to see a fellow Klingon here. So far from the Empire."
Bugger, I'm just sorry, I reached through that and muted my headset. So anyways, the thing I was saying is just during that uncomfortably long silence, what I was trying to say was I would like to try to listen in on what they're saying if at all possible.
Okay. Oh, no, one of them approached you.
Yeah, one of them is talking
Excellent.
to you.
Because they
But
recognize
that was-
that you're a
it's indeed.
Klingon and not one of them.
Indeed.
And they noted that was
Yes.
weird. It's like, fellow Klingon, so far from the Empire. What a welcome sight.
Indeed, it is good to see other Klingons. I do not see many in my daily work.
Shame that is. So, what brings you here? Here to make your fortune?
Finally, we are allowed some relaxation. after what has been far too long of work, I would say. Well, finally time to... The crew decided that this was as good a place as any to sit down, relax, and see if we can make ourselves a bit more money than we are now.
Well, it is, as gracious as I am to have this time off. I wish we could get more. We are here on business, after all.
Indeed. What is it that brings you out so far?
Give me a presence command. Difficulty of 3. It's not higher because you're a Klingon.
Yay. I'm not very good at these ones. Well, I'll do my best.
You want to spend any threat?
Don't I need a talent to do that?
No? You can just give me threat.
You can just outright spend it, yeah. It's my talent bold, which gives me...
Yeah, it won't let you
reroll.
reroll anything, but you just get more dice.
I see. No. May I use team dynamics because I'm attempting to establish a proper rapport? I know, I'm just being an arsehole at this point. So no focus this time around. Yeah, I'll give you a threat.
A threat. Awesome. I'll take it.
And sorry, one more time, what was the roll?
Presence command. Oh my god, you made it.
Oh, yes.
Oh my god.
Awesome.
I have a 7 in that.
The Klingon slaps you on the back, says, "Oh, why not? Business. What is business between brothers?" And he slaps you on the back. He says, I'm here as part of a trade expedition. Not trade. I'm here as part of a pickup from the House of Maverick. We're to pick up a rather valuable assortment of gemstones left behind by our house leader. He foolishly gambled them away here a few months ago, and now that the house has gotten the funds together, they've sent us here to pick them back up.
Well, it is good. It's such a cargo. It is good to have mighty warriors guarding it. And Regan will slap him on the shoulder.
Indeed. And I assume you are going to start to head out?
Indeed, Regan shall.
Okay. So here's what's going to happen. As you're leaving, walking down a flight of stairs from one of the upper levels is a Cardassian, sort of formal wear, just, regular attendee. And at the bottom of the staircase is another Cardassian, sort of in a more staff-like outfit. It's a lot more of a uniform type thing, not a military uniform, but just like a regular uniform. Who's bussing up a cart of alcohol bottles. And as the Cardassian attendant is walking down the stairs, I spend 2 threat. Looks like his shoes are untied, and whoa! He trips, falls down the stairs. As he reaches out to catch himself, his hand hits the cart, which starts to roll away, rolls down the aisle and crashes into a big ceremonial brazier. The bottles clatter off of them into the brazier. Big fireball. And now the wall's on fire.
They don't have shoelaces in the 25th century.
The Cardassians clearly do.
God damn inferior Cardassian. Inferior Cardassian shoelace technology.
And now the wall is on fire
So
through
what do you do?
through slapstick.
Fantastic. Now, is there any sort of fountain in the room?
Give me an insight engineering difficulty 2. Rugan? Rugan?
Who gets to say it this time?
Oh, did he...
Sorry about that, I accidentally rolled 3 of them.
Oh, that's okay. You made the roll anyhow. Yeah, there's a fountain nearby.
Excellent. Rugan is going to tear down one of the great big old curtains. God, I think you said there was about the place. If not, I might have imagined it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, there are curtains about.
He's going to tear one of those down, dunk it in the fountain, and use that to bludgeon that thing. Apparently there are no fire systems, as nothing's kicked in by now.
Yeah, sure. Give me a fitness science difficulty of 2.
All right, do
Okay, this will succeed at cost. You managed to put the fire out, but you take 4 stress.
Your spiffy new suit's not looking too good.
As yeah, your suit's now a little singed. And now all at once, security guards are rushing in to investigate the hubbub.
Indeed. Well, 4 stress is a small price to pay. Nobody's hurt. But Regan is going... I'm wondering now who's taking that as an advantage to steal something or whatever.
Actually, in the meantime, we're gonna go up to Maselli.
Yeah, so I have been investigating the middle level, the entertainment level. So what have I found up here?
What you have found up here, in this sort of presidium with these nice trees. These nice trees, they aren't Earth-looking trees. They've got these sort of prickly, pointy branches to them.
Of course they do.
In these big rock gardens. Meanwhile, you have some performers on a stage doing this, sort of weird aerobics act.
All right. Well, I'll look around on this level. Does anyone look like does anyone look suspicious or interesting on this level?
Not a lot. I mean, it's just people sort of wandering about, various Cardassians milling about the area, a few other species. See a couple Klingons here and there. That's really about it. But I am now going to spend another 2 threat to make a thing happen. What are you up to? Where specifically are you going to place yourself, Dr. Maselli?
I would say whatever gives me a good vantage point to look out. Like, you know what? I will move up and approach the crowd that's watching the aerobics act.
So you walk up, you look around, and there's sort of these balcony type things up above. You see a Klingon walk forward and lean on the banister as sort of there's this little I want to call it, it's one of those like two, like it's a double golf cart type thing. Drives on a little paved road underneath it. It's probably how people get about this station outside of transporters, because transporting in and out is prohibited on this station. And as the Klingon leans in closer to see the beautiful women moving about on stage, the banister gives way. He falls through it. You hear yells as like, oh my god, what the hell? He lands perfectly on the roof of the double golf cart thing, which now the driver of it can't see, swerves to the left, goes off the road, smashes right into that big pointy tree thing, which and falls over right onto the stage.
Okay. Yeah, Teresa mutters something about how complicated her after-action report will have to be as she runs up and shouts, "I'm a doctor," and will try to assist with this guy's injuries. If she can't get up.
There's the van driver, there's the Klingon, there are a couple people pinned underneath this tree.
Alright, this is a triage situation, so could I make an insight medicine check to determine who is the most critical?
Okay. Sure, give me insight medicine difficulty of 2.
Alright, does emergency medicine apply?
Oh, absolutely.
Awesome. We have no threat.
Huh.
I mean, we have no momentum. Alright, let's go. Yes! Alright, we have 1 momentum.
And it was insight medicine.
Oh.
Which is fine. You got it anyway.
My medicine's higher, anyways. Yeah.
So. Oh yeah, that Klingon.
Okay. Yeah, I will, rip off part of my shirt, and, I don't know, maybe grab something off of the golf cart and just, this is a very,
rudimentary
backyard surgery, to just stop him from bleeding.
Okay, this is daring medicine, difficulty of 2, because you don't have any of the proper tools.
Alright.
I'm sorry, daring medicine difficulty 3, because this guy is actually the worst off of them.
Yeah, I will spend that 1 momentum. And here goes. Oof, I get to reroll one of those 0. Yes!
Get the momentum back. Yeah,
Yes,
he'll live, and a couple of Cardassian security guards come up to you, and
I'm not even going to let them order me around. I'm going to look at one and say, he needs to get to your sick bay immediately. He's bleeding out. take him there now. And then I'm immediately going to move on to the next person.
Yep, they don't even question you.
All right.
Like they,
All right.
you have admirably taken control of the situation. So, next up, probably the people pinned under that tree. It'll be
Okay.
harder to treat them while they're still pinned.
All right. I'm going to say I need several people to help me lift up the cart in order to get the people out of here. I need 2 people on this side, 2 people on that side.
Okay.
Come on.
Presence command difficulty 2 to create the advantage.
Presence command difficulty 2. Okay. It's 13. Alright, so expense that momentum, that's 3 dice. It's not good odds. Could I use my value, every life is precious for 4th die?
You'd have to buy, you buy a die and it rolls a 2 automatically.
Right.
You're just creating an advantage.
Oh,
This is what you're doing here is you're doing a presence command difficulty 2 to create the advantage, so that they're lifting the tree off.
okay. You know what? It's not worth it. I'll just go for it. I'll just spend the 1 momentum and just try and go.
Nice. You even get it back.
Cool.
As a couple of the Klingons who were around start to help lift the tree. Give me a fitness medicine difficulty 2 to pull the people out without hurting them.
I will spend that momentum. Does emergency medicine apply here?
Yes.
Awesome. Oof.
Gonna reroll that.
Oh, yes. I forgot. I can't reroll that.
Medicine.
Yes.
Okay, and you still have your
Okay.
momentum.
Awesome.
Okay, now it's gonna be easier to treat them. Give me a daring medicine difficulty of 2. Twice, actually. You need to make 2 checks.
All right.
Same
I will spend
difficulty.
that momentum again.
4
Here we go.
momentum.
4 momentum. Okay. That's good. Well, he is really good. He just broke his arm. All right. You just gotta reset that.
Yeah.
And I'll spend 1 of that momentum for the next one. Well, that's still impressive. I think we're capped now. No, we're at 5.
Yeah.
And now just for the guy who was in the cart.
He actually sort of pulls himself out, and he's like, "Oh God, my side. Oh, that's gonna suck."
Get yourself to sick bay.
All right. Don't have to tell me twice. Oh God, that hurts. Hey, looks like he's able to move around.
Yeah, well, good for him. Yeah, I'm just gonna breathe a sigh of relief and just wipe the sweat off my brow.
And it's at this point that Rugan comes walking up to you.
Yeah,
A singed suit.
I'll just approach him. Wrath talk. The most strangest thing happens to me. A man. It felt like it came out of a comedy hollow. A man fell off of the balcony and landed on that transport, and then the transport slammed into that tree, and then luckily I was right there to treat all of them. It was sheer serendipitous luck. What happened to your suit? You look like you got into an incinerator.
Indeed, a similar situation occurred. As it seems that a fellow was coming down the stairs, tripped on his shoelaces. I have not seen shoelaces except in old Earth Hollow novels. And tripped down the stairs, crashed into a waiter who knocked a cart flying, which sent a cart into a large ceremonial brazier, sending the bottles of alcohol into it, creating a conflagration that took up most of the wall. And thankfully, I was able to use a curtain drenched in water to beat it out.
Oh, well, go us, I guess.
Indeed.
It is at this point that the captain and Jueza enter.
All right.
Huh. Oh,
Captain.
there's the two of you. Found out anything good?
And by the
Yes.
by, Captain Jueza, you walk in, this room is in shambles. Security people running ragged. Miceli is sweaty and she's got blood on her hands. And
Yeah, this
Rugan
suit's
is wearing
ruined.
a singed suit.
It's like that fucking GIF out community with the pizzas.
Yeah, but
Must
the
have
whole
been
Jueza will
quite
be
the party.
Yeah.
surveying the scene, looking
Alright.
for any threats or anything like that.
Oh yes, and by the by, Jueza has another slap mark on his face.
Gotta keep turning the cheek.
let me guess, Chief. Another woman?
No, don't even try and guess, Doctor. Don't even try
Sorry.
and guess. What the hell happened?
Knowing the luck in this place, same woman.
So, given the connection between these two events, it might have actually been an assassination attempt. We saw a man I saw a man fall off a balcony on this level where he hit a moving transport that then crashed into that ceremonial tree. Meanwhile, Lugan, on the other level, he saw a man trip down a flight of stairs, hit a waiter who tripped his alcohol into a brazier, which then spilled over, causing a fire on a curtain that he managed to put out. I treated those people. I think this might actually have been a very elaborate distraction and assassination attempt. Perhaps we should go investigate that banister that he leaned on to fall off of, and I will go see if I can get into sickbay to interview him. Because that's an extraordinary coincidence if it was not that.
Well, that sounds like a good plan. Chief, get on the banister, try and investigate what happened. Doctor, you know what you gotta do. Lieutenant Rugan, try and find Lieutenant Tizone and make sure he's not getting himself into too much. His girlfriend's here on the station with us.
What?
Speaking of, Tizonin! You turn a corner and you see a very familiar pair of antennae.
Hey, Zero.
Oh no. She turns around and says, I saw your captain and your security chief, and I was worried. Oh no.
Oh no, it was right. What are you up to?
Oh, what, me? Nothing. And she
That's
puts her hands
not
behind her
true.
back.
That's a lie. Are you gonna stab me?
Not if I can avoid it.
Oh boy. Okay. Alright. I go up to her and like kind of try to do a hug, but as I reach my arms around her, you know, in the middle of the hug, I try to grab whatever she's hiding behind her back.
Okay. Give me a fitness security opposed. She gonna spend threat. Blah.
I don't understand.
Fitness security opposed. You have to roll.
6 dice? Or yes?
He rolled. He got a 1.
I did roll.
Wait,
I got a 1 and a 0.
You got 1 success.
Okay.
When zero rolls zeros, do they count as successes?
Hang on. I got but
Ba-da-dum-bum.
that's
Life is a highway.
oh my god. In this case, it's for threat purposes, so I'll call it. Whew. You pull her hands out from behind her back, and there's nothing in them.
Ah, son of a bitch. Alright, well, I guess I, just let her hands go, and then go, okay, what's up, Zero? What are you doing?
Me, I'm just enjoying some time off.
Why
girl
did
can't-
you put your hands behind your back?
What, a girl can't put her hands behind her back, and she puts her hands behind her back and brings them out again.
Son of...
And what, is a girl not allowed to have some fun?
I mean, it's a free society. Well, I guess technically not here, but...
You can say that again.
Alright, so I put my hand behind her back and sort of lead her along, you know, as we walk around the station.
Okay.
So, Zero, we're looking for some pirates. You think you can help me out with that?
Tev, I'm pretty sure that you still owe me one.
Crap, that's right. Alright. Listen, I can either owe you again, or
That was quick.
I can help you with what you need now and then. I mean, either way, I'm gonna end up owing you regardless.
That sounds about right.
Alright, so what do you need?
Well, and at this moment, I'm gonna spend 2 threat.
Nausicaans come out and stab us.
No. Tev, give me a fitness security check difficulty 2.
I win.
Okay. She steps away from you for a couple of seconds, says, and she puts her hand to her chin as though she's thinking of what she could possibly ask out of you. And you look up just as the moment the lighting fixture breaks, falls from the ceiling, and you manage to push her to the ground just in time.
Actually, she dies
thing
if we have
landed
to
on me.
investigate who kills. Sorry.
Huh? And she looks up,
probably would've-
and you do you do have to do the awkward thing where you land right on top of her.
I smooch her.
Oh boy.
Yeah, go for it. And you pull away, and she looks up at you and says, "Okay, I'll call us even."
Alright. I get off of her, help her get up, and then I look up to see why the hell that thing fell down.
Yeah, it looks like the chain attaching, it was sort of a chandelier globe type thing. Looks like the chain snapped.
Alright, I'm no expert in Cardassian, building code, but, that should not have been possible. It's the 24th century. I don't think they held to get those things up by strings. Alright, we're going to just get out of that area, because that's a little spooky, man.
And at this moment, you bring her about, and, looks like the captain's talking with, the doctor and Rugan and everyone.
And with great haste, I speed walk towards them.
I'll attend to Zonin, and I see Roger Goldburn with you.
Okay. Captain, craziest thing just happened. The chandelier fell from the friggin' sky and almost landed on us. But luckily, I managed to push Zero out of the way. Then I
I'll look
smooched
over
her.
to the doctor and to Rugan in his like scorched uniform. Does this place have a safety hazard or something? I really don't understand.
I don't know.
Well, are you able to help us, Zero?
Oh,
Zero, please, if you know anything about the pirates we're
No,
investigating,
but
it
please,
would
please,
mean a lot.
please, doctor. It's a bit quieter. Christ.
Sorry.
But yes, we
Tev
have a
already
problem.
asked me about pirates.
No, ladies, please. We're trying to do a covert operation here, please.
Look, I don't know anything about any P word.
Mm-hmm. But there's always a but. Where's the but?
No, but I don't know anything.
Are you sure?
I mean, it's not why I'm here.
Why
Okay.
are you here?
Oh, I'm just enjoying myself.
Now, see, that is some bullshit, if you'll excuse me for saying. If you wanted to enjoy yourself, you'd go to Risa.
That's also true.
Well, Frisa doesn't exactly fit the Endorian climate. It's pretty hot there.
But hey, I am enjoying myself here.
Cleaning people out? Perhaps robbing the place?
Give me an insight command opposed.
Okay. I'm gonna spend 3 momentum.
Go for it. Gonna spend a threat. Ooh, this better work.
Excuse me.
Actually, that does. So she actually has a 1-up on this. She effectively has a you were effectively making that check at difficulty 1, whereas she's making it at difficulty 0.
Oh,
So she beats you.
we tied. Oh, okay.
She beats you because she was making it at effectively difficulty 0, whereas you were making it effectively at difficulty 1.
Okay, but how about where one of my finally talents may come into play? Cold reading?
That's only if you succeed.
Nah.
She says, "What? I would never. Have you seen the security on this place?" And I mean, yeah, the security on this place is pretty damn tight.
Zero, this place is a walking safety hazard. A floating safety hazard in space.
I won't argue with you there.
You try and keep yourself out of trouble. Do you know where the Ferengi is staying, perhaps?
Now that I can help you with.
Good. I wish to speak with him. Mano a mano.
Well, I know he has his quarters here, or he might be back on his ship.
Sore loser, Captain.
Well, I'd like to go see him if possible, so I'll try and check the station first. The rest of you figured out mostly on yourself what you're gonna do. Try and figure out why this place is such a floating hazard in space. As for
Okay.
you, Zero, you may be one of my crewman's girlfriends, but I'm keeping my eye on you.
Well, and she looks to Teve and says, "Guess you have a reason to be jealous." And she sort of
Not in
nudges
that-
you.
Not in that way. I prefer Beta Z women, and I'll turn around and walk.
Duly noted. And, as soon as he's out of earshot, she just leans in and says, "Man, he really has a stick up his ass, doesn't he?"
You have
Pretty
no
big, too.
idea. I will tap my communicator and contact Lieutenant Commander Valak because we kind of left him behind.
Oh, poor Valak.
Sorry. Commander Valak.
Go ahead, Doctor. I was just about to see if I could discreetly scan the station.
As soon as you're finished, if you have a free moment, we might be able to use your engineering expertise on the station whenever you wrap up with that, because well, things are kind of collapsing in on themselves around here. Specifically, a chandelier broke for no reason. Perhaps you could investigate why.
Very well. Yes, after I've gotten the scans, I will head back into the station and meet up with you.
Sounds like a good idea. Micelio. Alright. I would like to go to sick bay. I think Juesa is going to investigate the banister, and I'm not sure where Rugan or Tev are going.
Neither are we. There's not actually.
So here's how I'm gonna play this then. So how I want this to work is actually looking into what is going on and figuring out what's causing these disturbances. This is going to be the scientific method.
Okay.
So basically what you are going to do is you will designate someone to be the lead researcher into this matter, and you will all throw out ideas at me as to what you think is going on here and what is causing all this stuff to happen. And if one of the hypotheses you put forth is correct, I will tell you that one of the hypotheses is correct. There is also going to be a hidden difficulty attached to this, where you need to get a number of successes equal to this hidden difficulty in order to confirm that it's correct. I've done this with you guys before.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
So, Vlog heads over, and who do you want to be the lead researcher on this?
Well, if it's like a security breach, then perhaps Juesa. If it's like a forensics thing.
Actually,
Hmm.
I don't know. My thoughts were kind of probability.
Do we want the best
Manipulation.
security, or do we want the best?
I'm actually going to look at the book because I think there actually is a specific thing about what skills are used in this for the scientific method. Let me
I
quickly
would
pull it.
assume Rugan would be
That's
pretty good.
I was
From
going to
what
say,
I've seen-
alternatively, Rugan or Valak would be good fits.
It's possible, yes. From what I've seen, however, these seem to be strange shifts in probability. I have heard of something similar happening before, not far from here on Deep Space Nine. A gambler, in fact, created several large-scale devices that altered probability in an area. That being said, the Ferengi gambler that the captain described, that was the only case in which these strange shifts in probability have proved beneficial to someone. At least that I'm aware of.
Now then, are you who are you going to have leading this?
Not sure you were going to tell us about your skills were first.
Oh, right. Ooh,
Yes.
I like that. I like that, Balak.
Well, yes, everyone else is dressed up nice.
Well, and
I
currently,
got blood, and
I was gonna
Rugan's
say,
covered in burns, but everyone else is dressed up nice.
yeah. Yeah, Tizonan's looking pretty good. Yeah, I just had it. It's like I just had it and then I turned away from it. Why did I do that? It's like one of those things where it's like you find what you're looking for, you turn away from it for a couple minutes, you totally forget about it. It's like, wait a second, I wanted that.
Oh yeah.
Why did I leave that alone? This will either be okay, yeah, so you have to observe. So observing the places where these incidents happened will either be an engineering, science, or medicine check. With insight, engineering, science, or medicine, with a difficulty of 1.
You said insight?
Insight, engineering, science, or medicine. So who's going to be the lead on this?
Not me.
I think okay.
I'm sorry, you roboted for me for the first part of it.
No, I'm thinking maybe Rugan should if he can use like insight science.
Yeah, sure. Rugan. Insight,
Yeah,
science,
If
diff
I could
1.
use... All right, I can do that. Yeah, if I could use reason science, that would be even better. Insight would be best.
I think it'll be insight. Because this will be you observing the areas where these events happened and calculating the numbers.
May I use quantum mechanics as well for fucking about with this dickery?
Sure.
Yeah.
Marvelous.
I thought that might apply.
And I will give you 1 threat.
Nice, I take a threat.
For hijink's sake.
Okay, you
And
generate
I'm
2.
glad I did.
You generate 2 momentum. Okay, you will be using science as your you will be using science. So now, you have to posit to me 3 to 5 solutions for what you think could be going on here.
Okay. So I think our 2 best guesses is 1, it's a very elaborate assassination attempt. 2, someone's fucking with probability. Or 3, someone's planning a heist. Do we have any other ideas?
Yes, 2 of those sound very, very probable to me.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
which one are you starting with?
I'd say the probability.
Yeah, let's start there.
Okay, so the way this is going to work is you're going to just continue to roll I think it's reason science? I turned away from it again. Why did I do that?
Let's go with reason science.
This is the 3rd time. Hang on. God damn it. Okay, got it again. Testing. Hypotheses, the research, science, discipline, science. I'm gonna say reason.
Cool.
Alrighty then.
So the way this will work is there is a hidden difficulty, and every time you roll, you are building towards that difficulty. So basically, you will roll, and if you the idea is if you pick the wrong one, I will just say keep going, keep going, keep going ad infinitum.
Yep.
Until you decide to switch paths.
Oh yeah.
Additionally, someone can assist you. Anyone can assist you if they have a science discipline of 2 or higher.
Alright, well my recent science is 15.
And I assume your science is at least 2.
Yes.
So, yes, you can all assist.
As long as your science is above 2.
Yep. Your quantum mechanic focus comes into play.
Would a focus and research apply? Would a focus in research apply?
No.
Okay.
But, so you're focused in quantum mechanics, and this will trigger your testing a theory into practice.
Marvelous.
So that's 1 free die. If you want to buy any more, that'll cost 2 momentum. Or if you want to spend a determination. It is all up to you.
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey,
Hey.
Yep.
Sorry about that. Discord shuts pantaloons a bit.
You're good.
So you
The
can...
last thing like me that reason would work. Reason science.
Yeah, reason science. So your testing a theory into practice will work. You'd have to spend 2 more momentum if you wanted to get any more dice.
Alright. Well, that's not too bad. What do you think? One more in there?
Sure, why not?
Okay, spend 2 momentum.
Alright, and again, I use my quantum mechanics.
And I will let you know that one of the things you suggested will be the correct result.
Marvelous. The one I think is most likely off the top of my head is either the gambler or the heist. What do you folks think?
I think it might still just be a really elaborate assassination attempt. I think it's well within the Cardassian style to commit something this extravagant just to kill someone.
But they're usually more efficient than that, no?
Well, I mean, Garrick is this efficient, but I don't know if... I still think there are shitty Cardassian assassins.
That is true. As Brennan can attest.
Nice.
Shitty Cardassians like wet water.
Someone, a Cardassian assassin tried to kill Grennan. Didn't work.
Oh. Cardassian assassin is a fun word to say.
Ooh, Cardassian assassin. Ooh, you're right.
Cardassian assassin.
Okay, so what are you going to go with, Rugan? And keep in mind, the testing a theory into practice will only fire if on the weird probability thing, if that's the direction you're going.
Alright. Yes, that is the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to go in the strange probability direction, and I'm going to go that there might be a gambler fucking with things.
So you're gonna roll 4 dice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you've already got 2 successes to you.
Well,
That actually does it.
Marvelous.
We got
Hey.
6 successes, which has
Yep.
to be the most for a single roll I've ever seen.
Yep. So it would have been difficulty 7, but you're testing a theory into practice actually lowers the difficulty of it by 1.
Oh, sweet victory.
So you actually succeed at difficulty 6. Indeed, it looks like there's a balance in fermion particles bathing over the entire region. Fermions deal with things in quantum mechanics like quarks popping in and out of existence and form the basis of probability. Literally, the laws of probability in this area are being thrown out of whack.
Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna probably need to try and scan where these fuckboys are coming from, maybe.
Alright, yeah, sure. Give me an insight science difficulty 4. And your testing a theory into practice again comes into play.
Marvelous.
So you don't get any momentum, though. Do you want to spend 2 more momentum? Get a 4th die again?
Here, look, what do you think as keeper of the things?
Just
Sure,
go
why
for it.
not? Yeah, well,
And I will allow for 1 assist. Out of
what's
Reezy's
the roll?
science.
Can I make it the ship's computer assisting me in scanning this stuff?
I'm gonna say no.
That's fair.
He's saying no because he knows how broken the ship's computer is for you.
He is. And that's fair.
But
That
your
is
quantum
completely
mechanics
fair.
focus comes into play.
I think I have the highest reason sign.
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, 2. So the interesting thing is, it's almost like there's a, it's not there anymore, but you're getting the residual movement of the particles as though they had recently been moved in a specific direction. And are now sort of settling back towards their initial position, which is what's causing these weird events. And your guess, Rugon, is that, I'll tell you this now, if this continues, if these disruptions continue and the fermions keep trying to resettle, the strange occurrences, the complete flukes of probability will get worse and worse until the station shakes itself apart. Until
Well, that's not very good.
until the central core of the station just goes supernova, not supernova. The core of the station goes supercritical because the probability of the core of the station going critical will jump up to 100. But you have a direction. It looks like the focus of these particles is on one of the upper levels of the station, and Jueza, you look at the results that Rugon's tabulating. That's the VIP's gambling room.
Well, that would make sense with what we saw in the game.
What do you mean,
So,
Chief?
Yeah, you didn't tell them about the game.
Oh, right. The captain may or may not have accidentally lost a ship in a poker game at high stakes to a really unlucky, in fact, almost impossible hand that happened. So we might want to investigate the players who were at that table.
Did you say that he lost the ship?
I'm certain we'll find it again.
But, I mean, Jueza, you know that he didn't actually lose the ship. He didn't bet the ship.
Okay, but yeah, so yeah, he was in an extremely high stakes game, and he just lost a hand that I've never seen someone lose like that before.
Well,
Let's
Yes.
confront them because this is definitely illegal.
yes, let's check on these players. here.
Well
Who
then.
all was there?
Haha, you see, the funny thing is, Captain's already
It's
ahead
not
of
one
you. Captain's already ahead of you.
Yep.
Ooh boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Captain. You've
Yeah.
You've found your way to the you have found your way to the Ferengi's room.
Okay, I'll ring the doorbell.
The Ferengi opens the door, says, "Yes, yes, what is it, my lovely..." Ow. It's you again.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you expecting someone else?
Maybe. Doesn't matter. What do you want?
I was merely hoping if you and I could have a conversation. You see, you beat me fair and square, and I wanted to thank you for it. Humility is not a lesson that I get taught every day, and it's nice to be back down on Earth every once in a while.
Okay, give me a presence command difficulty of 3.
You're gonna take a threat, and I'm gonna take 2 momentum.
Mm-hmm.
I win.
Yeah, I mean, you gonna reroll that 0?
No.
Nice. Okay. He says, very well, come in.
Thank you. I'll come in. I do hope I'm not being too much of an intrusion. I merely wanted to have a quick chat over some drinks, you see.
Well, what is it that you want to discuss?
Some people told me around the station that you're an antiquities dealer. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
May you tell me more about it? You see, I'm quite interested in antiquities myself, and maybe I'd like to expand my personal collection. The Federation sometimes frowns upon these things, but who cares what the Federation thinks, honestly?
Well, I suppose. I deal in various artifacts from various cultures. I've even dealt in a couple of Iconian artifacts on the rare occasion.
Any recent acquisitions?
Nothing incredibly amazing to speak of, he says, fiddling the pendant at his neck.
There's always a but. There's always a but.
Oh,
Where's
no.
the but?
That's it. No recent acquisitions to speak of any particular worth to anyone else.
I see. But perhaps they may be worthy to me. You see, I'm not your regular Starfleet officer. I don't know if you noticed, but I don't tend to dress like them or think like them, sometimes even act like them. Have you ever heard of something called the Heroes? I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't. It's quite a secret organization within Starfleet itself. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I feel like you and I could do some good business together. You see, not all captains in Starfleet feel like the idealisms of Starfleet should be upheld. Do you catch my drift?
Oh, you're bluffing him.
No, I'm speaking the God's honest truth.
Oh, very good. Oh, give me a presence command opposed check to see if this guy sees through your bluff.
A genuine surprise with which the GM reacted to the fact you weren't actually mutinying against Starfleet.
I'll use my determination here with the value of cowboy diplomacy.
Go for it.
Yeehaw, partner.
Not gonna spend any threat. No, I'll spend 1.
I'll give you back 2. So I can get another.
No. You already rolled.
No, I didn't.
You're.
I just got back into the game because.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So you're giving me.
I accidentally disconnected.
So you're giving me 2 more threat.
Yeah, for a 3rd die.
Okay, I'm gonna spend it right back and buy 4. So you're rolling 3 with the determination spend. I'm rolling
6.
What?
6.
That's 2. So, you gain 4 momentum. It says, well, I see you're a shrewd negotiator.
I noticed when I asked about the pirates earlier that you had a very, very weird look on your face. I don't suppose they were anything to do with you, were they? I mean, trust me, this won't be reported. I hate I hate that ship as much as you probably did, or those pirates probably did. I just hope they were carrying something worthwhile, which, as the scuttlebutt says, they were.
Well, I'm not one of them, mind you, but I deal with Zareg and his cronies from time to time.
Ah, I don't suppose their services are hireable. There are a couple of other ships that I could use jumping sea. They're carrying some really juicy artifacts, which I'd love to get my hands on.
Believe me, I've tried to hire them a few times, but it looks like they're already bought for right now.
By who?
That I don't know. They don't fill me in on all the details of their operations. They only bring me artifacts when it's not what their employer wants. But rarely do I get
business proposition for you, though. Set me up with them, a meeting, and a cut of their pay goes to you, as a thank you. Call it a finder's provision, shall we?
Presence command again. Difficulty of 4.
Christ. Okay, so you're gonna take a threat. We're gonna spend 3 momentum so I can get a 4th die.
Okay. Wait, censor security?
Oh, did I roll the ship? Oh, goodness. Jesus, left. Okay.
Boop, I bluff.
I win. We generate a momentum back.
God, that was great. Okay. Well, I'll see if I can put you in touch with him.
It would be I would be most appreciative. You know where to find me, don't you?
And he gives a bit of a sneer. Yes, I do. Wiping you at the cards table, and he's twiddling the thing around his neck again.
Even your luck can't last forever, mister.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that. There's a funny little thing about luck when it comes from others.
You seem to be twiddling that thing around your neck quite a bit. Can I see that?
No.
I see. You didn't really beat me at cards, did you? Come on, we're both men of low integrity here.
Fine. This little trinket is actually hooked up to a much larger device. One that I received from Zareg. You see, he got it off of a ship that he attacked a couple months back. Apparently they dug it up at some archaeological site. He'd brought it to their employer, but they determined that it wasn't Iconian in origin, so they didn't need it, sold it to me. Then I found out what it could do.
I see. You hang on to that. Who knows what can happen. I'll leave you to it, Master Ferengi.
Very good, Captain. And you leave.
Yeah, I leave. I need to find my crew ASAP.
Yeah, I assume we are looking for you, like, in the middle of the hallway, like, right
Yeah,
here.
about like 10 minutes later, you run into him.
It's like
Oh,
we can't
good.
call you.
Captain, thank God you're here. Did you find it?
Yes, is there a bathroom nearby? I'd rather not discuss this with so many prying eyes here.
Yeah, I'm sure, but I don't know the Cardassian back.
The most secure place to talk would probably be back aboard the ship.
Well,
Well, yes, let's get back aboard the ship. From there on, we can contact station security. If you'll follow me, please.
Do I need to come with you, or can I go? Zero says.
Go. We don't want to be indebted to you more than we are.
Thank you.
Okay, back to the ship. Take us back to the bridge.
Awesome. The bridge. Okay.
Okay, what was the name of the guy that he said ran the pirates?
Zerrig.
Zarek.
Right. Computer, scan any criminal records the Federation has of a pirate called Zerrig.
Hold on a second. I gotta ping someone. Does the Federation have records on Zarek?
you got a name about the pirates, sir?
Yes, and I believe I even got a meeting with him.
This is a I have to
Take them down.
this is a I have to check with a game master for another game to see what's known about this guy.
Here we get it. Kinda seems
No.
a bit more-
You've put the request through, and it has to go through some authorization with Starfleet security first.
Right. Well,
So
you
have to wait a
Let me
little.
inform it to you this way. We have several choices. Well, we actually have two choices here now. I can keep going in this undercover shit pile that I've created for myself and try and get a meeting with this pirate leader and maybe find out more about him. Or we can bust this Ferengi right here, right now, for using a probability manipulating device, which is situated around his neck.
That
That is not our mission, Captain.
That is far from our mission, I am well aware. So,
We did need to
the
talk to
question
you about
still stands. Yes, the question
The
still stands.
Ferengi
Do
hasn't
we...
killed anyone
He
over.
hasn't, no, but
Actually-
he is committing a serious crime.
Actually, I do want you to Captain, I need you to make me a reason security difficulty 2 check to realize something.
Me?
Yeah,
Security?
you're-
Strictly Ferengi the Ripper.
yes, because you're the only one who heard this.
Oh god, okay, I'm gonna take all 3 momentum. I need to succeed this, like, holy crap. Will my focus and hazard awareness work?
No.
Oh my god, thank you. Thank you.
Whoa, what? 2 1s? Oh my god.
Thank you.
It clicks, and it took you a minute or two because you sort of forgot that you were out. Oh, actually, I gave you a wrong
How much
number.
momentum is that, by the way?
Because it was difficulty 2, that's 4. So, actually, the number he would have given you would have been 3 months ago. For when the pirates took this particular piece.
Yeah, and I figured it was off the Anning.
Yeah, you put that's what you put together. It didn't occur to you till just now because you kind of took 2 months off in the course of 2 days. But by Federation Standard Time, 3 months ago, that's when the Anning was hit.
Precisely. So that probability device around his neck comes from the Anning, from an archaeological site. So once again, I will pose the question: do I keep this charade going and try and get a meeting with this pirate captain? Or do we bust this Ferengi here and now and claim what was stolen from the Anning?
Well, sir, with the probability, that's what we've been looking into. If we do not stop it, the Rakan said the accidents would get worse aboard the station. It'll reach a point where their reactor will go critical.
And here's a question about morality as well.
Captain,
What's more important, the lives of the people on the station or the importance of our mission?
over 30 officers died aboard the Annie. We need those pirates before. Can't possibly think that a time stupid French smuggler, there are millions, is possibly equal to value to smuggle that Starfleet themselves us.
Am I the only one who's barely hearing her?
I
No,
got the
you're not
general
alone.
gist. I got the general gist of it.
I'm sorry.
I got the general gist of it. It's okay. So you're basically saying we should continue the charade.
Yes, Captain, we have to. It would be a disservice to everyone who died aboard Anning if we not track down their killer.
And what about a disservice to all the people who are currently on the station? Are we not
No
risking
one's
their lives
died
as well?
aboard the station.
These are not mutually exclusive goals, if I may, Captain. If you were to tell your Ferengi friend that Starfleet has ordered us away from here, for instance, to cover a shipment of something incredibly valuable, perhaps, that just might get the attention of his pirate friends, and we could lure them into some sort of ambush, perhaps.
That is true, but how long does it take to relay that sort of message? In that time, people aboard the station could die due to the probability device.
Oh, here we go. I've got the info for you.
Okay.
Cool.
Out of Starfleet security, what you know about Zarek, he was apparently some kind of a 2-bit crime boss out near the Romulan and Klingon border for the last 5 years or so. However, in the past year, his crimes have been stepping up, hitting larger, more complex targets, mainly focusing on archaeological finds. But he does have a criminal record, warrant for arrest for crimes ranging from piracy, smuggling, and all sorts of other things. Again, marked spike about a year ago. His rap sheet got worse.
Okay. Well,
This seems like basic forensics, Captain, and I'm by no means a security expert, but of course, you don't arrest the lowly drug dealer. You go after the drug kingpin. You arrest his boss. We don't arrest the Ferengi dealer. We should arrest the people he's working with.
I know, but this probability device is something that needs to be stopped, and I think I have an idea how. Every Ferengi loves to gamble, and hell, so do I. That thing around his neck is relatively valuable, so I'll offer him the only thing which is valuable in return. His ship.
Ooh. Ooh.
Are you your mind, man?
What the hell?
You realize, from
But-
what we've gathered, that you most likely will lose the ship.
Probability may be in my favor as well. We never know.
I would point out that technically you don't own the ship.
I know. But technically, I am also a rogue captain, part of a secret cabal within Starfleet set to dismantle the Federation.
Oh, Captain, what exactly did he tell you about this device?
Refuse to talk much about it, but it's connected to something a lot bigger, a lot larger somewhere on the station, apparently.
On the station?
Yes.
If it's on the station, we can find it. Whilst you're in game with him, perhaps.
And disable it. So I win.
Yes.
Yeah, you just
Sounds
gotta
like a
figure
plan.
out where you'd be able to store something like that. Biss says, turning around. You know, if you wanted to, if you were gonna have something that important and have it on the station, you need somewhere awfully secure.
Valak, what did you find of your scans?
Captain,
Not much, sir.
Captain.
But I did,
give me a
Yes.
Captain, another reason security difficulty 2 check.
Oh god, why me? This thing
Actually,
is- my rolls are horrible.
Jueza could also make this check.
Please, Joeza, make this check. My rolls for this are horrible.
Reason security, diff 3. You have some momentum
I
if you
say
want.
as I roll a 6.
I will take the 3 momentum for the 2 extra dice.
Nice. Reason security. You generate a momentum.
It always feels good when the bonus dice roll really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It clicks for you. If you wanted to store something safely on that station in a secure place where no one would mess with it,
Oh!
Vault.
yeah, yep.
The vault.
Can we
Um,
transport into the vault? There's probably a
I highly
transporter
doubt that.
inhibitor.
The security systems, he said, prevent transporting.
Right.
yeah, you'd
If I might interject, Zonin,
Captain, security stands by
know-
to take the initiative.
Zonin, I noticed your friend Zero was here.
Yes, she was.
Given past interactions, she might be of assistance.
Yeah. Oh, Christ.
In fact, if I were a gambling man, I'd say she might also know about this artifact already.
Joeza, get me 0 on the horn.
I think our comm officer probably has a speed dial, but sure.
yeah, I'd say Tev, yeah. You're probably able to get a hold of her pretty easy. She gave you the contact info for her quarters, so
Beep boop.
Tev, what do I owe the pleasure?
Oh, you owe the
Well-
pleasure to not him, but to me, madam.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, what a bore. Okay, what do you need?
I'm going to be very straightforward with you. I want to break into the vault.
oh wait, you're serious.
I'll look around the bridge for a bit. Are you quite done, madam?
All right. And she calms down. Let's do this. And I think we might have to turn this into a 2-parter.
Yes,
Get
please. It's 2 in the morning. I wish
Yep.
to go.
And
All
that,
of our episodes are 2-parters.
and that is the end of part 1 of the Maverick's Fortune.
Yeah, just call this episode Jacoby Bates.
Yeah,